when we approach a general election in normal circumstances, sort of state by state, you get to learn where to look. Bellwether counties, bellwether demographic groups, and that sort of thing. For a recall election, and for this one in particular, is there something specific that you're looking at that could be determinative, something that we might have an early idea of when we start to see for example, the exit polls tomorrow in terms of who's actually turning out to vote?
Yeah, we'll get some exit polls tomorrow. And then, I think what's going to happen here, it'll take you through the kind of peculiarities of this. But basically, we're going to get a lot of returns in that 11 p.m. Eastern time, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific to midnight Eastern hour tomorrow night that may basically tell us the result. If it's real close, it may take days. But if this is anything like the polls are showing, I think really that first hour, that first 90 minutes tomorrow night really could be determinative. I mean, what you're seeing here, I put this up. This is Biden over Trump in California, almost a 30-point margin for Biden last year in the presidential race. Very similar result in 2016 with Hillary Clinton. Very similar result with Gavin Newsom when he got elected in 2018. He won by 25 points. So what you're kind of looking at on this map here is sort of the standard Democratic victory in California. And I think, to me, that's the key with this recall. If the recall is going to have any chance of succeeding, you could talk about one particular demographic group or turnout. The big picture thing that has to happen for recall supporters is they need lots of people who voted for Biden in 2020, who voted for Newsom in 2018, who voted for Clinton in 2016, who typically vote Democratic. They need a lot of them to vote for the recall. And so just take a look at this map right here. You see all these, you see some red area, I should say. The red areas you see on the typical map in California tend to be rural, smaller population areas. The big population centers are the blue areas on the state. So, for instance, I think this is one interesting way of looking at it. L.A. County, there's 10 million people in L.A. County right here. That's bigger than New Jersey. This is 25% of all the vote in the state of California is going to come out of L.A. County. And if you just add in Orange County to the south, San Diego there, and then the Inland Empire, this is San Bernardino and Riverside. If you just look at this sort of block of votes here, that's more than half the vote statewide is going to come out of this small pocket right here. And again, you see it's all blue right now. So the challenge for recall supporters, just for instance, if you take Orange County here, Biden won Orange County by 9 points over Trump. Trump got 44 points here. If the recall is going to succeed tomorrow, and you're looking at a place like Orange County tomorrow night, the number for the recall has got to be like at least 60%. It's got to be getting in a county like Orange 60% support. And you could just look at that. If Biden won at 53-44 over Trump, to get to 60%, a lot of people who voted for Biden, a lot of Democratic voters have got to support this thing. So that's the big challenge recall supporters have. They're trying to do this in one of the bluest states in the country.